In the fast-moving world of news, it's easy to miss the meaning between the lines. That's where we come in. Each episode, we take real headlines from Newsline Philippines and let AI break them down. Not just the what, but the why it matters.
All right, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty specific, but really important for many, durian. Specifically, we're looking at the Kadayawan Festival in Davao City and what's happening with the durian supply this year. We're pulling this from a Newsline Philippines piece dated August 5th, 2025. Our goal is really to unpack the actual situation on the ground.
Exactly, because you hear things, right? The city agriculturist office in CAGRO, they've said, yes, there will be durian, but there are some pretty important caveats attached to that assurance, things we really need to get into.
Okay, so let's jump right in. CAGRO says durian will be available for Kadayawan. That's the good news, I suppose.
But it is.
But the yield is lower this year. Quite a bit lower. And the reason they're giving specifically for Gio from CAGRO.
She's the fruits and cacao focal person there.
Right. She's pointing to climate change and specifically heavy rainfall impacting the harvest.
Which is a big deal because last year, August was peak season, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. The market was flooded. But clearly, that's just not happening this year.
No. Ogio was quite specific about how the rain caused problems. She mentioned some trees just didn't bear fruit properly. She used the term crop removal, which basically means young fruits or even the blossoms just dropped off because of all the excessive rain. They never developed.
Wow. Okay, so the trees themselves were sort of stressed by the weather.
Pretty much. And this leads straight to the economics of it. She said the supply won't flood the market. So for you, the listener, thinking of going or buying durian, well, it's basic supply and demand, isn't it? Prices are likely to be a bit higher.
Okay, higher prices, less abundance, but it's not like there's no durian.
No, not at all. And Ogio did offer some reassurance there. While August is looking limited, the supply is expected to kind of trickle through. We might actually see durian available right into early 2026, believe it or not.
That's quite a long tail for the season then.
It is. It suggests a very drawn out, less concentrated harvest period.
And it's not just durian feeling this, is it? You mentioned other fruits.
That's right. The report also touches on mangosteen and rambutan. Same story. Heavy rains delay their fruiting. For those, the bigger harvest is now expected later, maybe around October.
Okay.
Yeah. And land zones 2 production is expected to be lower than last year for that as well.
So it really paints a picture of a broader impact across the board for local fruits.
It absolutely does. It really highlights how these environmental factors like excessive rain don't just hit one crop in isolation. It affects the whole agricultural system there, the timing, the yield, and that directly impacts, consumer expectations and wallets. Mangosteen, rambutan, land zones. These are also big parts of the Kadayawan experience. Seeing them delayed or reduced really shows how climate shifts are messing with the whole calendar.
So let's bring it back to the listener planning for Kadayawan. What's the main takeaway?
Well, durian will be there. It remains a highlight.
But maybe manage expectations.
Exactly. Prepare for perhaps slightly higher prices and maybe not the sheer overwhelming abundance seen in previous peak years. It's still the Kadayawan star, just a bit less volume this time.
So fundamentally, durian is available for the festival, but the whole experience around it, the supply, the cost, it's going to be different this year. It's kind of a real-time example of how these bigger climate issues are actually changing local traditions, isn't it? Affecting something as beloved as festival fruit.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Beyond just this year's festival, what does this signal for the future? How do these traditional harvests, so tied to cultural identity and local economies, continue to adapt as weather patterns keep shifting? That's something to chew on, maybe while you're enjoying that durian, however much you find.